obviously we know 30 years of PlayStation happened was a couple weeks ago, but now it's been announced that the PlayStation 2 has sold over 160 million consoles worldwide.
Woo.
That is fan-fucking-tastic.
Well,
Okay.
you know why they posted this, right, guys? This is a
Do
flex
tell.
on Nintendo. So this is still the best-selling console of all time, but the Switch has been creeping up. I think the Switch is at 145 million or something like that. So this is their way of saying Sony's still on top, baby.
Oh, this Nintendo DS, Nintendo
Yeah.
Switch.
If you're going just actual, because the DS is portable, so people always debate whether or not that counts. Technically, the DS is second, so it's still a Nintendo spot. But yeah, actual home console, the Switch at 145, 146. So they're not that far behind. I think the Switch could maybe surpass, but this is totally a Sony move to be like, hey guys, look, we're still on top. We have the best selling console ever.
Yeah, just a reminder for you.
No big deal. Just
Yeah.
It's still pretty great to hear that the PlayStation 2, after all this time, has done amazing. But it is time for show and tell. Kay, you're up first.
All
What do you
right.
got?
You're gonna have my gamertism going, guys. DOA 2, the best fighter ever, in my opinion. I know it's not everyone's favorite fighter, but I love Dead or Alive, and Hardcore was beautiful. I love it. It's amazing. Of course, this was also my Devil May Cry machine. Who doesn't love Dante? Let's go. Dunkey, fuck you. Sopranos Road to Respect was actually a good game, and thank you for slandering this game and making me pick it up. It was amazing, and it has cutscenes and voice acting from the original people from the show. This was a really good game, and I hate Dunkey. I love Dunkey actually, but I hate him for insulting this game. I know there's a lot of Grand Theft Autos, but for me, Vice City is peak. I love this game. The aesthetic was perfect. Beautiful. Mwah. I have to bring up Final Fantasy X because, of course, I do. This is my favorite Final Fantasy. I know 7 is considered the better one. I love Final Fantasy X, and guys, yes, I did like 10 too, but I didn't pull it out because I know that will enrage everyone. I did like the early 2000s cheesy 10 too that ruined everything. Wrestling fans out there, shut your mouth, and of course...
Wait, there's a game called Shut Your Mouth? Oh my god.
Of course there is. And here comes the pain, baby. The PS2 was amazing for wrestling, and it was actually one of the main drivers for me even buying a PS2 because it was good. Almost done here. Of course, this was mentioned on the show recently, but I do have a copy of BMX Triple X, baby. You can't stream this thing. It's got full-on titty, but goddamn, it's a good game. Three more. Manhunt, Violent, caused lots of things by storm in the gaming industry. This game is fucking cool. Odin Sphere, Vanillaware, this is my favorite game from them, but they do a lot of good stuff, Unicorn Overlord being their most recent one. And I have to mention Ace Combat because it's anime and flight sim, and I love it all.
Wow.
That's it.
Nice. That's a nice haul. I sadly don't have a single PlayStation 2 game because I only ever had PlayStation 1, so I'm a cool kid. But chat, let me know all the games that you have or your favorite PlayStation 2 games. And now, Mally, what is in your tub?
I'm in the middle of picking because I was seeing you pull them out, and I'm like, I gotta organize because y'all. This is what I'm dealing with. Okay,
that's amazing.
There are at least 70 games in here, and yes, they are all non-scratched and still work. But okay, I picked a few. Blabs, this one's for you.
Yes.
I had the real ones. I think Chamber of Secrets and Prisoner of Azkaban. For these ones. So these were cool. They were kind of difficult to play on the PS2, but really cool.
They were good.
These are games that, if you're wondering why I did this, by the way, we have a lot of movie cases, so we did this 2 hours a while ago. But anyways, these are some of my games that I would go play again, when I was getting a little bit older, a little bit more into competitive games. My dad introduced me to these. Smuggler's Run was our shit. This is my favorite thing ever. I'm into all the Lego games, but I think I got started on Star Wars Lego. This is everything, yeah. Midway Arcade Treasures. I love this. This got me because arcades weren't as popular when I was a kid. You can't just go down the street and put a nickel in the machine anymore. And so this was how I got my fix on classic arcade games. And this is how my dad got me introduced to things like Joust and Gauntlet and Defender and Paperboy and all that stuff. So I love that. And then, of course, another real Gauntlet because gotta. And then as far as
It's
like
so
my
good.
personal ones that I really liked to play on Rep, I loved Tony Hawk Pro Skaters. I know that they're going to be doing another one. I loved this.
Will
I
you be
also
getting the
had
new one?
SSX because I love snowboarding and the skateboarding, so I just thought that those were really cool. Don't come for me, but yeah, I'm a roller coaster builder. I love these. I don't. This isn't Tycoon, but this one, the specific one, is my favorite because the people can go on protest and stuff, and it made it funny to piss them
Wow.
off. Yeah,
We can protest. Very progressive.
right. And then again, I have more, but this is going to be my last of my show and tell is Simpsons. I love Simpsons Road Rage, and then I got into Hit and Run from Road Rage, but I think I played a lot more Road Rage. Just had these maps memorized. I could take every shortcut, everything, and just these brought me a lot of joy in my childhood.
Nice. She's got a whole
That's
tub
a
full.
great
Yeah.
haul. Oh my god. Now I will say you are gonna hurt some souls that you got rid of the plastic boxes. And I felt that a little bit when I saw it. I was like, I get it. Look, the collection consumes me. I get it. My whole house is games. You're not even seeing my whole collection on screen.
No, yeah.
It hurts the soul a little bit. But I get
it.
Oh,
and I'm sorry I left out some of my core favorites. So just honorary shout outs to Jack and Daxter, Sly Cooper, Crash Bandicoot, and Ratchet and Clank.
I love Crash.
Yes.
Crash on the PlayStation 1. I freaking love that one. Did they make it for PlayStation 2 also?
Yes, they did.
Look at that
Is
Crash,
it the exact
baby.
same one, or just ported for PlayStation 2?
Crash Bandicoot: The Wrath of Cortex.
I think that's the exact same one. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. But that's awesome. I loved Crash Bash as a kid. Anyway, chat, let us know your favorite PlayStation 2 games in honor of the 160 million consoles sold worldwide. But I did see something interesting, and I wanted to mention that. Do people consider Switch a handheld console?
I was going to dive into that.
Let's hear it. I want to hear the dive.
I was like, because you were mentioning earlier that it's like Switch is, creeping up on PlayStation's numbers of sold. And I was like, that's really interesting. But I think that PlayStation's number means so much more. I mean, this right here is my original PlayStation 2. It still works. And I think we've only ever had to get one to replace it from 2005 to 2010. That is still from 2010. And it doesn't bail on me. My Nintendo Switch is barely 5 years old, and I might have to get a new one. These things are so much less, I think, strong. They handle less strong games, less powerful games, PlayStation can just handle more. Now I have a PS5 here. If I can get any games on my PS5 over my Switch, I'm going to. I regret not getting some of them on PlayStation when I figured out that they were on both. I feel like Switch is gonna have a lot of sold, but it's because people probably need to continue buying them in order to keep using it. Whereas PlayStation holds its ground, baby.
PlayStation's interesting to me too because, of course, we had the red ring during that time. Everyone knows about that. But the PS2 did have issues as well that we memory hole with the DVD player breaking down and stuff like that. So I have gone through a few PS2s, but it was a lot easier to fix them. So I feel like it didn't get the same buzz and anger as the 360 did. In terms of the Switch being a portable console, now I guess it depends who you talk to. For me, I consider it a home console. I don't use it portable much at all. I think you're going to see a lot of sales with the Switch because it is portable and there's people in their house that have multiple, so you can watch television and have your 3 kids each playing on their Switch. So that's why I do think the Switch is going to end up maybe beating the PS2 number, maybe, depending on when they announce the next system. But I don't consider it a portable system necessarily because so many people do play it as well on their TV. Yeah. But I have respect for the PS2. I've always said, guys, we might be upset with how the industry is going sometimes, but the PS2 alone, you can just stay busy with that forever. You don't need to play modern games if you're sick of how the industry is going. Now, I, of course, still love to play some modern games. I support indie stuff like that. But if you're just sick of how all this shit is going, just play your PS2 library forever. It will keep you busy.
Oh yeah, and there's what's it called, Nim's Lair or whatever. I keep calling it Nim's Island, but Nim's Lair for emulation with all the old games that you would have issues playing nowadays because you have to buy the old console, the old game, the old controller, where you can just emulate. It's a beautiful, wonderful thing.